We open him with Ace acting class. Next. Why are they getting this kid to say I have peanut butter stuck to the roof of my mouth when peanut butter don't stick to the roof of your mouth no more? Oh, and Sanya's coming too. Sheree and Sonya are looking for a plot line, honey. That's why they checking on you, Drew. They ain't got nothing much going on for themselves. Sheree has her non-existent clothing and Sanya finished with her plot line. Oh! Sheree said in her bone-carrying way, you know Kenya had a problem with Ross, too, being aggressive with a group of women. Sanya said she ain't never had a man that would stand up for her, sit with her, sit down for her. All her men do is run. So she doesn't know how that feels, so I can't even fault her for what she likes. So Sanya calls her immediately and Kenya's on her, I'm not awake yet, I gotta call you back. She says, look, Kenya, I understand the sentiment and it wasn't cool. You don't call a black man aggressive. I agree. So Sanya's over Kenya. We had Sheree's model call, but she still ain't got no clothes. Kenya gonna help her pick a model, but Kenya can't pick a man. Then again, neither can Sheree, but Sheree wants a woman. She is giving us STEM, where she don't want to be too masculine, but not giving off femininity. Kenya walks in, and of course she's mean to the lady that Sheree is working with, but Sheree's going to be mean when it comes time to pay. Sheree gonna say, I spent $1 million on what? You never had $1 million. And I agree with Kenya, it went to a collection agency. Your lawyers nabbed it. It's been garnished. Kenya just had to be disrespectful the whole time. Disrespectful and manless. Sheree told Drew we should have a surprise do-over birthday party for Marlo and Kenya. Ralph wrote a whole book on how to get out of adopting a kid. Marlo just drops him on doorsteps. I mean, what is this, the neglect season? But now we're at Kenya and Marlo's party, but I don't know why we're not throwing it at Chateau Sheree, the mold-filled edifice. Oh, Drew said, let me get the invoice. Why you gonna give an invoice to Sheree? To watch her wiggle out of it. You needed something to talk about at the reunion. Sheree doesn't remember agreeing to this unreasonable amount. You should have ran her credit, Drew. But Sheree gets a call about her fashions and they're apparently farted up. Sheree, you don't need a cocktail, you need a work ethic. I think I agree with Candy. Sheree, you just trying to have a big reveal, you got it all together. Why would your stuff be in Alaska? Kenya showed up to the party 2 minutes before Marlo and slammed the door. She's just nasty. Ooh, you nasty heifer. You would think when you got your AARP card it would have come with some act right. Apparently not. So Marlo is touched and Kenya is ungrateful when they find out the party's for them. So the table's trying to get Kenya and Marlo to hash out their issues. Kenya's mean and so is Marlo. Okay, Marlo did not have to call you a liar, Kenya, but you didn't have to give it that much energy. But before we can get to arguing, Drew got her mama praying. Okay, so we gonna have a shady game to get the arguing going all over again. By deciding if your response is below the belt or not. The only thing below Marlo's belt is Happy C. And the only thing below Kenya's belt is no one. So they ask about calling a man aggressive and saying you go on and get up and say, and the shade is you wish you had a man like me. Of course, Kenya's embarrassed because she has no man. Drew's next question is, what if you and your friend agree to split the cost of a party, but your friend ducks out on the bill? Candy said, call him out, 'cause wouldn't me? I can party cheaply. So Sheree says, well, I'm planning a fashion show, and Kenya says, well, why are you wearing a $7,000 shirt? Kenya, she's going to return it. I used to pull wear and return at Macy's all the time, honey. I knew how to retag and everything. Sheree ain't above it. So Candy asks, how much does she have at this point? She doesn't have anything right now. I'm not buying it. I believe that what Candy said, plot line. See, I'm glad I'm watching both of these episodes at the same time, because that way I ain't gonna be in suspense all week wondering will she or won't she. Just give me the tea. Of course, Kenya gotta diss the model call. Why is Apollo here? So after we shade Sheree for her fashion show faux pas, we get her begging Apollo to be one of her male models for samples she ain't got. You need advice about Tyrone? He dumped you a season ago. Apollo said Phaedra left him to die. Dang. Phaedra cares about her good name. When did you have that? You ain't nothing but a hound dog. You ain't no friend of mine. So Sheree's still trying to get Tyrone to tie into her plot line. Heifer, please. Well, that was the Heifer-sode, but I'ma see you soon for this week's. And I mean right now. See, this episode is titled A Fashion Show with Fashions. I knew that Heifer was lying. So it's the season finale. And we've got Kenya Moore hair care at a CVS near you. At least something working out for her since that marriage didn't. And I throw it in her face because she's always throwing everybody else's relationship in theirs. She makes a plot line out of it. Ask Portia Williams, or Portia Gubaida, or Portia Gold Digger. Whatever you want to refer to her as. Portia with the punches. Pussy punt Portia. Oh, now Marlo gonna have the kids play with Sanya's kids. They ain't gonna relate, cause Sanya ain't never passed her kids off. Maybe they could adopt the boys and that way he could have the kids you want, but they don't need that constant baby care. Cause Sanya, I didn't believe that I want to have a third child plotline. Nobody was buying it. Like nobody buys Tamra's trying to have kids. Sheree looking at venues, but you only got 5 pieces. So Sheree having flashbacks. I don't know why you need flashbacks when your ineptitude is today. Candy stops by CVS to celebrate Kenya Moore hair care. Oh, even Sanya shows up for her mean butt. I'm happy for you, Kenya, genuinely. I just wish you weren't so mean to everybody else. Drew's still whining about Sheree not paying for the party. Pfft, you the idiot. Sheree's debts go back 15 years. But now we've got Candy Burris sitting down with Heifer Joyce. Now, Candy, how are you going to tell Heifer Joyce that you're planning your estate with Todd? Oh my God, so Heifer Joyce wants to cut out Ace and Blaze, who are also Candy's children. But she said, the daughter that was here before anybody should be at the forefront. Oh, Candy said, Todd never gets to legally marry and have anybody get the rights to my hit. Oh, Lord, Donna wanna be in charge of the joint trust? Donna wanna? That's the egghead you gotta watch out for. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Mama Joyce said I wanted Don Juan and me. It's the day before the shameless. Oh, but here come Tyrone, because he needs a home. You can tell by the haircut. I wouldn't let him use my phone. Child, he do look like Bro Man from the 5th floor, and I'm telling you, Sheree don't want a piece of a man. She needs to elope with Robin as soon as she can. Soon to be Dixon. Oh, Apollo said, look, under Article 32, you're allowed to have media contracts and media presence, and he would know. So Sheree expects an apology, and he ain't gonna give one, so she uninvites him. So all of Sheree's pieces magically arrive. Sheree, your brand is not a household name, it's a household joke, which you are the butt of. Drew in here real concerned about that little $800. But if you're a fool who trusts a snake, you deserve to get bit. Right in your wallet. Kenya, this metal dress is everything. Sanya looks really nice too. They're looking better than the reunion tonight. Bob Whitfield is here with that drunk auntie with the crazy nephew. What was her name? Was it Minikue? It wasn't Minikue. It was something else. Drew, oof, boring. Marlo, this tigress look. I was expecting more from you. This is a nightclub look, not a fashion show look. Candy, it's not terrible, and for you, that's an improvement. Oh God, Tyrone in this seersucker suit gonna try to apologize to Sheree, and he still ain't gotten that hair done. Ooh, I mean, you couldn't even brush it? Sheree's upset with her Publix flowers, and she gonna call him Lyrone. Well, you're Steel Ray. And Broadway. You've been stealing since the 80s. I remember that charge from Cleveland's check fraud. Oh, and here's Thelma, the woman your name's house is in, so you can protect that mold-filled edifice. Oh, Lord, here's Dwight, and he done bought himself some nostrils. Oh, he's in the money. Oh, Penelope Thomas Bailey is in the room higher than a Cuda Brown. We an hour late, but we finally walking down the aisle. Oh, the first outfit it's cute-ish. I don't know about those witchy poo boots. It's very revealing workout gear. Okay, now we've got a typical gay mesh shirt. The pants look uncomfortable. Okay, catsuit for a basketball wife. Everything's very revealing. It's butt. It's not terrible if it had come out 14 years ago. Okay, the one men's sweatsuit was cute. It's very Kanye West bland, no logo, just like some t-shirts you got from Hanes. Kenya, why are you throwing yourself at this? Honk, honk. Not a lot of color. Okay, we've got a winter coat. Oh, here comes Apollo in red. Ill-fitting. Oh, and this logo, I see why you don't have a lot of logo, because it's ugly. It's an ugly logo. Apollo's still with Sheree. Why they got one model's face blocked out? A nude swimsuit. Stuff we've seen before. Cairo in these pants, okay. All right, it's over. Sheree actually achieved something in her life. On her own. I wonder how much production paid for this. Wait, so let's go to SheBuySheree.com and see if we can buy anything. Or if it's just, let's see. Dear fans, due to overwhelming interest, She by Sheree is crashing. It will be worked on. Oh my goodness. Thanks to the customers we were able to serve tonight. So we crashed the site. It's a WordPress. But we crashed the site tonight because it's 9:37 in California. So it's 12:37 on the East Coast. So I could actually see it. Sheree, you're right. We have had a lot of letdowns. But your life up until this point has been a letdown. From cockeyed Bob Whitfield to check fraud to debt to black mold. It's nice to see you succeed. Sheree has had production send Tyrone off because her preference isn't penis. Well, that was season 14. And I will see you soon for Game of Thrones.